You spend too much time on technology, they said. You should go camping, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Well, here we are, pitching tents at 10 o'clock at night at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 5 degrees Celsius, Donnie internally screamed, knocked his knees together, and folded in his fingers under his arms. I'm cold. I forgot to eat lunch, so I'm hungry as well. Donnie's stomach growled as a shiver ran up his spine. Leo saw Donnie hug his stomach. Guys, I think we should get those sandwiches made. Mikey raised an arm and saluted. He ran past Donnie and handed him a mallet. Mikey and Raph's tent was up. Now all they had to do was set up Leo and Donnie's tent. Donnie sighed and started putting up the tent. It wasn't too hard, except for the fact he drove the stakes through the wrong holes. Donnie groaned and drew the stakes out to be pounded through the correct loop. Next step was fitting the fiberglass pole through the sleeve. He raised it up till both ends of the pole were set in place. Then the second pole. Oh, you have to put both poles in while it's flat, of course. Now Donnie was grumbling, like his stomach, which did not have to remind him yet again how hungry he was. Finally, he finished putting the tent up. He crawled inside and laid down. Looking up, he could see all the stars glittering in the night sky. He felt so very tired. Donnie honestly just wanted to go to sleep in his nice warm bed, but no. He was out in the cold in a thin fabric tent and a stomach that was still screaming for food. Donnie groaned. Donnie, the sandwiches are done, Mikey called out. Donnie sat up and crawled out of the tent, making sure to zip it tight. The last thing he would want is a giant garden spider in his sleeping bag. Donnie slowly walked over to the picnic table. The only light illuminating the area was from a small lead lantern overhead, hung by a pretty precarious nail. Donnie took his plate and sat away from under the swinging lantern. Donnie looked at the food with a raised eyebrow. Between those two slices of bread was a funny little sandwich with turkey and avocado. It was okay, to say the least. Donnie looked around to see everyone else smiling. But why wasn't he happy? Why did he not find joy from being in the outdoors? Why wasn't he excited to sleep in a tent like everyone else? Why couldn't he be happy? The thoughts and emotions were making it hard to swallow down his food. He quickly finished it through before anyone could notice. I'm heading to the restrooms. Okay, do you know where they are? Do you need help finding them? No! No, Raph, I know where they are. Thank you. He grabbed the blue bar of soap in his plastic travel container and rushed off to the nearest bathroom. They weren't too far away, but in the dark, and with the wild dogs barking in the distance, it suddenly felt much farther than it actually was. He rushed over to the men's side of the restroom and opened the door, quickly slipping inside. The lights automatically turned on due to the movements. It was clean, to say the least. The door slammed behind him, making him jump slightly. He rubbed his hands together, either from the cold or his anxiety picking up a bit. He wasn't sure. He went into a stall and locked it shut. He crawled into the corner of the stall and curled up into a ball, wrapping his arms around himself. I don't want to be here, Donnie whispered to himself. A small whimper escaped his throat. I don't want to be here. The whimpers turned into quiet sobs. Tears started falling down his cheeks. He normally didn't cry, but everything felt so wrong at the moment. Suddenly, the restroom door opened with a loud creak. Donnie's breath hitched. He covered his mouth with his hands, hoping to stop any sound from escaping. Donnie, you in there? Raph's voice called out. Donnie quietly took a deep breath in hopes it would steady his voice. Yeah, just using the bathroom. Donnie's nose started to drip. Out of habit, he sniffled. This raised Raph's tingles. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just give me a moment. Okay.